Hey, yes, I am on mute. Hey, everybody. Nice to see y'all here. Let me turn off the music. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put this tray back in the pressure pot real quick. And we will undo these dice. Let's see if I back this up a little. Okay. Am I audible now? Can you hear me? If you came for Sons of the Forest, I am sorry. Because this is not Sons of the Forest. This is a dice demolding 5x5. Nice. Alright, so, oh, that feels soft. That's weird. This is the main set that I made. This is inspired by your TikToker Dodeca Donuts. I wanted to make donut-themed dice, and we'll get to those in just a second. We want Gulfport castles. Yeah, if I can get a hold of Adam, I doubt he's awake right now. And if he is, he's probably not going to be awake much longer. Ooh, these were made with some of the leftover resin. So I just poured them into these force die molds. That by itself is very pretty. It's almost like seafloor. Like you've got the sand and the water and all the plant life. That's kind of pretty. I like that. This one, for some reason, is very soft, and I don't generally have soft resin when I'm done, which means I may not have put enough hardener in some of this, which would be really unfortunate. Come on, you. Back, vile creature. This one's mostly a purple and a red. That's kind of cool too, though. Dang. Oh, hey, J-boy. Alright. Taking the top off. Ooh. This is going to be neat. Some of it ran while when I capped it. So I hope it didn't mess anything up. This one's special. We're going to leave this one for the end. Oh, hey, Santa. Alright. Let's start with the smaller numbers first. I was kind of running out of... So this one was supposed to be Black Forest cake donuts, but turns out they were... I may have put too much mica in here, but... I mean, it's still pretty cool. I don't know. I like it. This one... supposed to be blueberry with like a blueberry glaze on it. I mean, it's simple, but it's honest work. And when they're polished up, you'll be able to see the red like all the way down in here, I imagine. maybe I'll sand. We can sand as many as we want, right? I don't know. So okay, the reason I have this goldish color. That didn't turn out at all, did it? Dang. I was trying to make a just like a regular plain donut color, and when I was so I made a really good color, and as I used a little bit of brown dye to get it perfect, and when I went to go pull the dye away, like 3 more drops came in, like dropped into the mix. And I didn't want to waste that much. Ooh, this is also kind of soft. It should harden up, but this one is soft. These were made in multiple pours because I didn't want to. I just made one big clear batch and then would pull from that and make little smaller batches. These two were just supposed to be regular donuts with for green and purple frosting. I started running out of ideas towards the end, but I wanted them to stay similar to their theme. Those ones are. That's unfortunate. This one didn't turn out the best, but this one was supposed to be red velvet. I guess I haven't been looking what I've been putting up here, but yeah, this one's supposed to be red velvet. But when it gets polished, it's got a lot of shimmer to it. It's got red dye, but also red mica in there. This is just opaque white. I don't know. Are there sparkles in there? There's a little bit of sparkle in there. But this one actually didn't turn out too bad. Man, I feel bad about these ones. I should have asked, but by the time I started, I couldn't really stop because we went on vacation. So these two both are really soft. I think the brown that I made maybe whatever. This one was supposed to be glazed. The white from starting, it was supposed to blend a little bit better, but I think when I mixed the different batches, it sat for too long, so it didn't sync like it was supposed to. And this atrocity was supposed to be the Simpsons donut. There's actually sprinkles in here, not real sprinkles, but oh no! I had lavender buds, and I put them in here as sprinkles. It looks a lot worse on camera than it does in real life. Yeah, I can't. It looks better in real life, but it still doesn't look great. But the thing I did with this one, the pink and the red separated. It was supposed to be like I had a really vibrant pink mixed up. So it was supposed to be the Simpsons like pink on top. Let me turn the light off real quick because this one actually is radioactive. Not gonna lie, everybody, I'm not super pleased with this batch, but learning from my mistakes. First off, you probably can't see it, can you? It like with the UV light on it, it's just like bright pink. And then when I turn it off, it's supposed to glow green. You can kind of... what am I doing? Of course, I left the light on, didn't I? Let's see. Kind of see some sparkles in there. It's supposed to glow throughout. This is unfortunate. Now maybe you can see the pink. Yeah. Kinda. That's it glowing. It's the pink. Yeah, a lot of things are hard tonight. I wish these turned out better. But hey, you know, from every failed pour, I learned something new, hopefully. I mean, that's the goal, right? Turn the light back on real quick. But we can see what this one will look like polished real quick. This is a different batch of brown with the same color results because I didn't want them to look too different. It didn't look bad before it hardened. Now that it's dry, it looks way darker. Maybe the blue one. These ones are cool too. Maybe we'll look at parts of that. I also still have this set that I haven't done anything with yet. The reason I haven't done anything is this is the set that I tested the fill that I do, where I fill it with the clear and then polish over it. And I did it to the D6s, but I didn't do it to any of the other ones. So these are the only ones that are flat on all sides. The rest are all like, unfilled, unfinished. But they're polished, right? They're all polished because I didn't think of doing the fill until this set. After I made it, I was like, maybe I could do fill. Just like see what it looks like. I don't know why I had written this set off. I think it may have been because the Triumph turned out a little patchy. It's a problem with the mold. It's hard to, even if it's dry, to get it out of there without it pulling the mold. Right? This is beautiful. I love this. I'm gonna have to do like a giveaway or something, or put it up on the Etsy or something. Who knows? If people want it, then I shouldn't hoard it. Like some sort of dice dragon, hoarding all of my treasures. Yeah, we went to New Mexico for the last 3 days. We rode an old steam train. It's pretty cool. Where are my polishing sheets? Oh, I know. Hold on. Just put them somewhere. Here. Alright. Oh, you know what I don't have, though? Where's my water bottle? I'll have to get some water for this real quick. But don't worry, I have a cup. So let's put this here first. Find some water. I'll put some music on for you real quick. Woo! Is that loud? Wait, is it even playing? You guys can't hear it, can you? Hold on. Let me see here. What the heck? Wait. I think I know what the problem is. Maybe. Media source. No? Not a media source. I know how to do this. I've done this before. This is the application output. There we are. Alright, cool. Alright, I'll be right back. Sorry. Much to do about nothing. Let's see. I was sinking the next screw. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. Oh, chaos! No! Oh, I thought you were leaving. Are you leaving? You're not leaving, are you? Don't leave. If you're gonna leave, at least let me get a side of this done for you. Oh, okay. Do you want the Sweet Sweet Dice AMR, or do you want me to leave the music playing? What's preferable? It's probably kind of loud. We'll turn off the music. Alright. So this I put way too much mica in. It's a shame, really, because I was worried that I hadn't put enough in, because it never looks like much when you have it in the. I do actually have a Dremel tool for. I have little sanding pads I can put on here and Dremel it, but it's loud. So if we're gonna chat, I'll just do a couple sides, a couple of them, right here. Focus. It's shaking all over. Trying to make sure it's flat. Where's my marker? So, oh, there's a better marker. What I'd like to do is, I don't even remember when I started doing this. I'll put a marker streak across it, or an X. That way I make sure that when I know when I get to like a flat, when I get it flat, because sometimes the edges will sink a little lower, but it looks like, wow, it looks like we got the whole thing. Oh. Nice. I don't know. It looks flat. It looks flat. It looks flat. Kind of. I feel like there's a dip in the middle, though. Looks like there's a dip in the middle. I may not let the marker dry. Should probably remarker it. Yeah, it's honestly, it has saved me so much headache. Then, like, getting to a point which I think I'm good, and I've gotten through a few sheets of polish, and then come to find out there's a corner that looked good until just in this moment when I realized it's not as polished as the rest of this. Looks pretty dry. It's worked before. I wonder if me having this cloth underneath it has any effect. I might want to put something more firm under there. A sizable stack of notebook cards. Ah, see, the edges. Got the edges, but not the middle. Yeah, I'm so glad I remarked that. And over here, we're going to paint some little happy trees. They're happy trees. Happy little accent. Ooh! So the last character to be made? I'm super excited. Oh, I'm super excited. Cannot wait to play that game. Good place for a little squirrel friend. Good place for right up here in this little happy tree. Good old place for a little squirrel friend. I'm so glad I remarked that. These sanding sheets, they're like a woven something or other, but they're really nice. I think they're a lot less messy than sandpaper, and they work great, especially for small projects like this. Ooh. Bob Ross is great ASMR. They're actually not sandpaper. No, it's a fiber. I don't know how they get it gritty on one side and not the other. But if you look close, it's woven. Okay, you kind of see the patterns. My headset also may be dying. Not that I needed to chat, but it lets me know when I forget to turn off the music. Nope, not sandpaper at all. I know. When I first read about them, I'm like, what? They can't be as good as sandpaper, can they? I would argue yes. I generally at this point I generally do use sandpaper, but this right here is grittier than some of the sandpaper that I have. So, and like I said, I switched to that Dremel head mostly. That's what I have the most of pads in right now. So I don't want to run that, blast y'all's ears out. Something happened to the corner of this one. I thought it looked funny when I started, which isn't really a problem. I could sand down to that point. Ooh, there's like a little divot in there. Unfortunate. Paper makers are magicians. Oh my goodness. So when I first got out of the Navy, I went to on an electronics tech school so that basically I could get my military like knowledge translated into like a college degree, so it was easier to like look for jobs. And we had to tour some. We did like automation and stuff, a lot of electronic automation and PLCs and just all sorts of hardware and software stuff for automating things. And one of the places we went that had this really crazy automation process was a paper mill. It was like a it had like a recycled paper and stuff. It was so cool. We got to see him chew up all the paper and spit it into the bucket. I'm kidding. No, they had these big machines that would like chew up the paper with a bunch of water into like a slog, and then the whole process was automated. It was great. There were dudes that would come in and like make sure everything's going on the track right in the early processes and make sure that all the machines were doing what they were supposed to be doing, but like the process itself was automated. It was pretty cool. Alright, there's that one. Come on, focus. There we are. Maybe I'll just do these two, just parts of these two. I won't keep everyone here all night. Looks like some black did get to that. This one was made from like the leftover pour anyway, so I'm not too upset about it. But I honestly, this I think is my favorite out of the whole batch, and it wasn't even part of the main batch. Let's do a side that's got the most color. This one has some green in it. Well, that's not going to be really polished because it's got double fail or double dark side. We'll do this. The brown is cool, and I'm sure it'll look great polished, but I really want to see what this blue and green look like together. Try not to keep everybody here all night, so I'll just do these two sides. It's been a while since I did a dice video, so I was going to be gone for a few days. I was like, it's the perfect time to set some dice up. I don't have to sit there and think about it and like force myself not to open it early and ruin them. Where did that marker go? Sorry, the camera keeps going blurry because I'm shaking the table. Okay, okay. These ones usually the D12s usually turn out pretty flat from the get-go anyway. I wish we would have gone that far into New Mexico. No, we were up in the mountains, like way up in the mountains, and I keep forgetting that's in New Mexico. I thought it was in Nevada for some reason, but no, yeah. I need to go to that. Which side was this side? These are going to be some quick polishes, but it should still get the idea across once we get to the very end. Just doing one side as it is. I'll turn this light back on. Figured I turned that off. I'm like, why can't I see anything? Okay. See how dull this one is? Man, I need to plan out the donuts better. I've been talking about it for a while, but honestly, it was spur of the moment. I knew I wanted to do the Simpsons one as like the centerpiece, but apart from that, I had talked about it with some people and I had some ideas, but I only wrote down a couple of them and I forgot the rest because I don't think as fast as I listen, and I don't remember anything. I'm just curious as to why that corner did that. Which, like I said, we actually might get down through it on this polish. I feel like there's still a little bump in the middle. But, yeah, same. Same. That was this one, mate. I should have done this one. There's a little bit of gold in there. Oh well. I'm gonna make sure I got these because I feel like I didn't spend a lot of time on this one. Although a lot of the hard work is the initial, the first, the flattening or whatever, planing. Ooh, that blue's coming out. Oh, that's pretty. Sometimes I do find myself going back like, oh, it didn't turn out as shiny as I wanted, so I take it back a few steps and start to sand. It always hurts to start it over because like it goes from being, you know, kind of shiny to just completely dull. I'm like, oh god. The thing I like about these sheets, it's really nice for when you're not trying to lose a lot of like excess. Like with sandpaper, you know, you're shaving a lot of it down. These aren't too bad about it. You can see rings where there's a little bit of residue, but it's not like sandpaper where if I was doing this with sandpaper, I'd have like buildup of all of the nastiness. Gotta make sure it stays damp. sometimes they'd also leave scratch marks in there from certain steps that for whatever reason I didn't see, and they get to like later steps and I'm just like, how the heck did you miss that? Yeah, there's absolutely still a little dip in the middle, but that's honestly not what I'm looking at this point with that die. This side. The flattening trademark. Man, I honestly feel bad because I really wish this set turned out better. It looks not good. I was kind of rushing myself. That's probably why it didn't turn out so great. I didn't like the day before we left. The day that we did leave. I don't remember. I think it was the day before we left. Yeah, it couldn't have been the day we did leave because we left pretty early. It's starting to get a nice gloss to it. Dark enough. Or I wanted a little more opaque. Fool am I. Starting to get shiny. Now this is the point in which it tends to become a little more pretty. Like you can kind of get through some of the colors and into the dye of it better. But like I said, I put way too much mica in here. Now the only good thing about me putting too much mica in here is that I did it for all of the colors. so maybe we'll get something like this where we can shine something into being less of an eyesore. I mean, and I'm sure if people were, would want these and treat them great and love them and all that stuff, but like as the artiste, I feel that my work has betrayed me. My knowledge and experience has betrayed me. I also haven't made dice in so long. It's my own fault, honestly. I have 2 last semesters of class, so like I think a total of 20 weeks or so, and then I'll be done with school. So I'll have a little more time to like plan stuff like this out. There's absolutely a dip in the middle. You can see how dull it is in the center there. But the edges look good. Look at that. Pretty. It was this one with the blue. I don't remember. Ooh, about tipped that cup over. Boy, that would have sucked. Let's see. I wish I would have labeled this video properly from the get-go. I feel like a dunce. Ooh, that's getting really shiny. I don't know if you can really see the green and blue in there. Look at that. It looks like like waves pulling it like seagrass. Just enough shimmer in just the right spots too. It's like the grass is shimmery. The blue is less shiny. I like that. That's true. Many people did already have a good idea of what was happening. I did have someone shout out the stream though, and whoever they shouted it out to was probably like, "Why are you sending me someone playing the Sons of the Forest? I don't care about this game. What is this game? I never heard of this game. Why are you sending me this garbage?" But in reality, it's something super cool, and me showing up my janky, badly made dice. Hey, welcome to Jurassic Park. Ooh, that's coming in real good. I thought there was a nick on the corner, but there's just that green is just real dark right there. On the edge, on the side here. Let's see if I can get a better up close image of this red. Just worried about focus. And positioning. It's like deep set red. This actually was black mica and brown dye. I tried to make it a little like chocolatey, but also like dark. I put way too much mica in there. Badly made dice, crazy golf castle, potato. It does, doesn't it? It's just like dye that's just kind of seeping over the edge. It's the kill of the Kraken, the blood. How unfortunate. I mean, they're great dice. It just makes me sad. Also, these darn D8s are so... Oh, they're getting more firm now that they're out, but they're still kind of squishy. Lame. Oh, there they are. I don't know. Can you kind of see the little things in there? Those are. What did I say? Those are lavender bulbs. Is that what I said? Some sort of. There's this one and one more. This one should get all of the finer bits glossed out, and then the next one will put on that nice outer shine. Ooh. When the light hits it just right, yeah, from that side. Lavender, yeah, I couldn't remember. I looked at it a moment ago, or a moment before I'd started doing all of this, so it's the only reason I remembered it then. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, see where you can see the dip. Whoop. But boy, oh. And like I said, this is something that I'll go back over until it is flat. I'm just trying to show off the sparklies and all that jazz on the good looking dice that I've got. This side. We're gonna have to make some sort of questionnaire, like, well, what kind of dice to make next. I should revisit the soda dice. That actually was really good. A really good couple of sets there. And it helps me get my colors down with the dye at least. Yeah, look at that. There. Sparkles, shimmers, shines. There's my... Look at that. On the edges is the best place to view this one. Which, I mean, it should look good everywhere, but it will. Also, once I get the other edges, the other side shined, it will allow more light through to the center. So the whole thing will like light up. The red should really stand out once I get the other sides shined. But yeah, that red looks good. Look at that. It's like, I'm trying to get as close as I can without making it crazy. It's like seeping. My fingers look gross. Have I done this one yet? I don't think I have. What's nice is, so this one's really soft. Some of them are really really scratchy, and not in like the order you think they would be for the grits they're supposed to be. But boy, does this work! It's just such a pain in the butt to do it all by hand. Yeah, look at that. And here's the brown. It's unshined, but it does look more like seafloor than donut. And I mean, this one was just throwaway stuff anyway, so this will be my Captain Planet Destiny die. Alright. Well, hey, thanks for joining. I also, at some point, need to make new molds. I need to make probably 2 or 3 new molds. I also need to 3D print some new master copies, because I want to get the Triumph a little bit better than I have been. What else? Look at I actually got that pink mica all over. Oof. Where was I? Need to make new molds. Need to make new blanks. Need to make new dice. You know, really, that's just really I get down to. I need to make new dice. But these, I'm trying to figure out what to do with these. Honestly, I don't really want to take the time to fill them in, because then I have to do a complete from scratch polish all over again. But I will if I have to. But we gotta do something with these dice. We'll have to figure something out. But this set has to go somewhere. I've got way too many dice. Most of them are garbage, but that like didn't print properly or didn't. Where's it? There it is. Didn't cure properly. But I got these. What else do I have? Oh, I forgot about this set. Oh snap! I've got a bunch of these leftovers that I haven't done anything with. There's another green that I haven't done anything with. See, the thing is, I made 2 sets of these and took the better ones of each set to make one good one, because I had some dice that didn't cure properly. What else do I have over here? Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of like Destiny die and some dark side and light side die, or Triumph and Despair die. Which that's not what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. They're like ability or something. Ability. I don't know, but yeah, I've got a lot of dice that there's more. There's more. No, there's even more. No, wait, that's a blank. Yeah, there's this one too. This one actually has one side that's the very first fill that I did, and I had only let it fill like halfway. So it's even, but it's still recessed just a little bit. That turned out really nice, but it's not as shiny because I can't polish it because it's recessed in there. So the paint is still like gives it still a more matte look. Oh, what's this one? Oh, what are these? Oh, that's the. What a night that was. This one actually didn't turn out too terrible. This one still has one or two edges that are really shallow. But this one honestly didn't turn out too bad. Yeah. This was supposed to be that stained glass set. Fun. Yeah, the glass dice. What else? Which, I mean, honestly, the in theory, it's still a super solid idea, which I'll probably readdress at some point when I regain my when I get my mojo back or whatever. But I second guessed myself. I made a set. I actually have a set of blanks, like blanks like that. That would probably, because I think this is the bigger one that I didn't use. And there's one that's polished that I did use. And they're just slightly different sizes. And the ones that I did use were slightly smaller. And I think that was a mistake. I was like, oh, these look too big. And just completely flopped it. Oh, I know why I can't find the smaller set. Duh, because they're inside these dice. Oh my god. But yeah, no, but these are bigger. I think so if these ones are 100% and this is like, maybe that's not bigger. Maybe that is still a small one. I don't know. I've got so much garbage I gotta get rid of over here. What is this? So many dice, y'all. So many dice. There's more. So many more. Well, I had better... Oh, look. I had better take off. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and jibber-jabber all night. Oh, hey, look. And keep finding more dice to show. I also have Patreon plans. I could give them away as part of my Patreon plans if I ever get that off. This is the first... This is the first set of dice I haven't given away that were the numbered dice. The first set and the second set, or first and third set, are no longer here. But these are those blue ones that you can see through and are all shimmery and shiny. But somebody wanted the other bag, so this is the Primo bag. I can't tell you how soft this is, and it's super tiny, but it's super strong. And it was ice tie-dyed by my wife. She had this fancy yarn that she wanted to do something crazy with, and she when the snow was out, she had put a bunch of dye on some yarn and left it out in the snow while it's in the snow, covered it and melted and all that jazz. And drip dyed the yarn, so it's like one of a kind. Yeah, jibber jabber. I wanted those dice to turn out better, and I would probably do more if my office wasn't so messy. This one's not terrible, honestly. This one could be pretty cool. I have so many Destiny dice because that's what I have like the better molds for. This one I don't think turned out too bad. You can kind of see it's mostly there. It's just because of the way the mold got pulled out of it, it's super shallow, and if I do any sort of polishing, it like disappears. Like 60% of it disappears. That's the same mold as this, I believe. Granted, I think I may have went a little nuts on polishing this one. I don't know. Yeah, my office is... it's my office. Ha 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 ha. But... yeah, then my next step is, once I get some free time, I'm going to get the new design, or not design, the new 3D printed, the models from the 3D printer. set up because I think I have thicker. I'm pretty sure you sent me thicker designs. I think, or I made a note and forgot to tell you. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'll have to make new masters. I have a new idea for printing them. Instead of doing them all spread out on the board, I'm gonna have them print like one over the other. So, oh, someone's gone upstairs. I gotta go. Hope you all have a good night and talk to you later. Force be with you.